Good morning, Year 4. It's Tuesday and this is my hints and tips video for our lesson week 10, lesson 2, move on a grid. Okay, so where we've got the title of lesson, move on a grid, sometimes the questions are written and they use the word translate, which unless you hear it in the context you're not completely sure, but it means the same as the word move. Okay, so if it says translate the point, it means move the point. So if you see the word translate, it just means the same as move. So on my board I've drawn a grid, 10 by 10. Okay, you can see the x-axis going along the bottom, y-axis going vertically up the side. Okay, and if we were plotting the point 3, 7, we should know now that the 3 is the digit for the x-axis and the 7 is the digit for the y-axis. So for this one we would come along 3 and up 7. Okay. And also on my board I've added the words left and right and direction arrows to help you, because some of you will find it useful to have the direction there, so you can work backwards. All right. Okay, so we've got a 0.37, all right, and some of the questions today ask you to translate or move your point by a certain number of squares. So when we're thinking about this, if we're translating our point by 2 squares, it could go 1, 2 to the right, okay, or 2 to the left, or 2 up, or 2 down. Okay, right. So if I was going 2 to the right, okay, remember our x-axis, this digit would increase by 2. Okay. Alright, so we would just be going 2 along. If I was going to the left, the x digit would decrease by 2. Okay, if I was going up, then it would stay the same, the x-axis would stay the same, and it would be going up by 2, so that would be 9. And then for the last one, the y digit would decrease by 2, so we would be looking at 5. Okay, so question 5a builds on that. Points are placed on the following coordinates: 7, 5, 4, 7, 1, 4. Each of the points have been moved 1 square in one direction and 3 squares in another. What could the new coordinates be? Find 2 possibilities. Well, as long as you change one digit by 1 and with the other digit by 3, you will have changed the points by 1 and 3. Okay, so what could the new coordinates be? find two possibilities. All right, so you can work through with that. And I think that's two possibilities for each of the pairs. So altogether you will have two for this one, two for this one, two for this one. Okay. And then the last question we're going to have a little look at today is this one. It says the point was moved 3 left and 2 up. Ben thinks the original coordinates were 4, 1. Is he correct? Prove it. Okay, so if it had moved 3 to the left, we've got to go the opposite way. So we're going to the right. Okay, that's why I kind of tried to put my left and right on the board, but they're out of shot at the moment. Okay, so if it ended up here after being moved 3 paces left, we need to work out where it came from. So we have to go 3 to the right. 1, 2, 3. Okay, and it came from 2 up. So we need to go 2 down. 1, 2. Okay, so the original point was there. Okay, so if we want to check it and see did we do it correctly, we can now follow these instructions, which should say we go 3 left, 3 to the left, 1, 2, 3, and 2 up, 1, 2. Okay, and then we can check that Ben is correct. So he thinks the original coordinates were 4, 1. Okay, so we come along 4 and up 1, and yes, Ben is correct. So you can do all 3 sheets, okay, if you want to, or developing and expected, or expected and greater depth. But work your way through accurately and systematically through the translations by moving the points, reading the questions, and being accurate. Okay, work hard, have fun.